Learn about graham crackers and Sylvester Graham. What is temperance movement? A graham cracker is a sweet-flavored cracker made with graham flour that originated in the United States in the early 1880s. It is eaten as a snack food, usually honey or cinnamon-flavored, and is used as an ingredient in some foods. The graham cracker was inspired by the preaching of Sylvester Graham, who was part of the 19th century temperance movement. He believed that minimizing pleasure and stimulation of all kinds, coupled with a vegetarian diet anchored by bread made from wheat coarsely ground at home, was how God intended people to live, and that following this natural law would keep people healthy. His preaching was taken up widely in the midst of the 1829-51 cholera pandemic. His followers were called Grahamites and formed one of the first vegetarian movements in America. Graham flour, graham crackers, and graham bread were created for them. Graham neither invented nor profited from these products. The Reverend Sylvester Graham was an American Presbyterian minister and dietary reformer known for his emphasis on vegetarianism, the temperance movement, and eating whole grain bread. His preaching inspired the graham flour, graham bread, and graham cracker products. Graham is often referred to as the father of vegetarianism in the United States of America. The main ingredients in its earlier preparations were graham flour, oil, shortening or lard, molasses, and salt. Graham crackers have been a mass-produced food product in the United States since 1898, with the National Biscuit Company being the first to mass-produce it at that time. The Loose Wilds Biscuit Company also began mass-producing the product beginning sometime in the early 1910s. The product continues to be mass-produced in the U.S. today. In earlier times, mass-produced graham crackers were typically prepared using yeast-leavened dough, which added flavor to the food via the process of fermentation, whereas contemporary mass production of the product typically omits this process. The dough is sometimes chilled before being rolled out, which prevents blistering and breakage from occurring when the product is baked. What is temperance movement? The temperance movement is a social movement against the consumption of alcoholic beverages. Participants in the movement typically criticize alcohol intoxication or promote complete abstinence from alcohol, and its leaders emphasize alcohol's negative effects on people's health, personalities, and family lives. Typically, the movement promotes alcohol education, and it also demands the passage of new laws against the sale of alcohol, either regulations on the availability of alcohol or the complete prohibition of it. During the 19th and early 20th centuries, the temperance movement became prominent in many countries, particularly in English-speaking and Scandinavian ones, and it eventually led to national prohibitions in Canada, in Norway, and in the United States, as well as provincial prohibition in India. A number of temperance organizations exist that promote temperance and teetotalism as a virtue. Hashtags: Graham crackers, Sylvester Graham, temperance movement. Learn about graham crackers and Sylvester Graham. What is temperance movement?